I've suffered from social anxiety for about 9 years and I was able to overcome it. It was very difficult for me to say no to people. And anytime when I really don't want to do a certain thing, I still agree to do what I don't want to do. I told myself, before you used to be scared of doing this thing. Like now that you've done it, they did not bite you. Hey guys, it's Helen here and welcome back to Daily Dose. I'm so excited having you guys here. So basically for today's video we'll be talking about how to overcome social anxiety. So in my previous video I spoke about differences between social anxiety, shyness and introverts. If you have not watched it, please go back to the previous video and watch it before we continue. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end, because at the end of this video I'll be giving you guys some exercises that I did to overcome social anxiety. Are you finding it difficult to socialize with people, expressing your mind? You feel like being confident? If that is it, don't worry, Daily Dose is here for you and we're here to take you out of that shell and we're here to make you to become the better version of yourself. I've suffered from social anxiety for about 9 years, or let me just say 8 to 9 years thereabouts, and I was able to overcome it. Social anxiety, I feel, is not something that someone is born with, because when I had social anxiety I actually got it due to the environment where I was, and that was what affected me. So overcoming social anxiety wasn't really easy. It was really difficult for me to overcome social anxiety, but I needed consistency. I had to continue to push forward, continue to pursue what I actually wanted to do in order for me to get out from that particular shell. So basically, before I move on to the exercises, I'll tell you guys the 10 things you need to know in order for you to overcome social anxiety. So writing down your feelings on a piece of paper will help you to understand what is holding you back from fully participating in life. It definitely help you to be comfortable with yourself, make you to out every single thing that you feel is bothering you. So you get a sheet of paper, write down how you feel, write down how you feel when it comes to socializing with people, when it comes to talking to people. You should try that. It is advisable for you to talk to someone, talk to parents, talk to an elderly person, or if you're in school you can talk to your counselor. You can talk to anybody that you feel that you're comfortable with to share your problems with, and I bet you they'll definitely help you out. That was one mistake I actually made. I actually kept it within myself and I didn't tell any single person when I was battling with social anxiety. If back then I spoke to an elderly person, by now I would have been a very, very different person. So learn to speak openly to people and share your fears that are holding you back in life, and I bet you'll see changes. You will definitely see changes. Anything that you've always wanted to do, just do it. If you've always wanted to go to the gym, then go. If you've always wanted to shoot a video, then shoot. The first step of trying something new can actually give you the energy to continue going, and I bet you that social anxiety will be going gradually. So don't try to hide your problems, but accept them as part of you. Appreciating your uniqueness will actually make you move forward. Sometimes people do feel like, oh my god, if I say no, the person might hate me. If I say no, the person will not want to talk to me again. See, don't just care. Don't care. That's just it. Do you really want to do it? Ask yourself that question. Do you really want to do it? Are you sure you're okay to do this particular thing? If you really want to do it, if you really want to help the person, if you really want to do something for anybody that you want to do, then do it. But if you know you don't want to do it, then say no. Say no. And they should respect your decision, on period. That will definitely help you to battle your social anxiety. It's very difficult for me to say no to people. And anytime when I really don't want to do a certain thing, I still agree to do what I don't want to do. And then I see myself feeling sad or feeling angry about it. Sometimes there will be regret. I'll be like, if I knew I wouldn't have done this, I would have done that instead. So learn to say no. If you don't really want to do something, say no. One thing you should know is that you can't please everyone, and another fact is that it's not everybody that will like you. So learn to say no, and that is your decision. Your decision comes first. Learn to put yourself first. The person has to respect your decision because that is your decision. Yeah, this is another most difficult thing people with social anxiety are actually suffering from. It's not like they're assuming that they know it all. No, it's just actually difficult. They want to say something, but something is holding them back. They're actually scared to like ask a question. So learn to ask questions. Even though many people stand up and laugh at you, don't listen to them. Just be proud that you are able to stand up to ask a question. It's not everybody that have that courage to ask a question. For you to have the courage, it's a big deal. Okay, celebrate. Be proud of yourself because you are trying to overcome the social anxiety. That's like the first step that you have made. Even though they laugh, at least you did something that will definitely help your life. And when you keep on doing that, you actually get comfortable, and you know that sometimes you just need to ask. Even though it seems like you are not concentrating, because sometimes when you throw a question and then another person will be like, oh, I said this before, so you're not listening. All those things can prevent you from asking questions, but don't listen to that. Actually, if you didn't hear, just ask, because you want to gain, you want to acquire the knowledge. So just ask, and after asking, just appreciate that moment and be happy for that moment. Another fact is that it won't only help you to overcome social anxiety, it will actually help you to gain more knowledge, help you to build yourself mentally, help you to improve yourself and improve your life. So don't let rejection destroy your self-confidence. Like in life, yes, like sometimes people might laugh at you. Just accept all the outcomes. Anything you do, just accept every outcome. Don't let that bring down your self-confidence. The last one I'll share is to celebrate every win, no matter how small it is. A particular time when I needed help and I met someone, it was very difficult for me to walk to the person to ask, and then after I finished asking the person for the help and the person helped me, I was so happy. Like, see the way I was celebrating. To me, it was a big deal because I was struggling to overcome social anxiety. So do anything that actually requires courage and then celebrate it. So now we are moving to the exercises I did when I had social anxiety that actually really helped me. So the number one exercise I did is by writing down my feelings. I actually wrote down how I felt on a piece of paper. The next thing I did was to do the opposite of how I felt. For example, let's say I find it difficult to walk in a crowd. I decided to start walking in a crowd. It was actually very difficult for me at first. With time, I now started walking. Anytime when I walked through the crowd, I used to celebrate. I used to like congratulate myself for doing that. I told myself, okay, there are 7 days in a week. I told myself, compliment people. Any person you see, just compliment 5 people each day. So I kept on doing it. Day 1 was difficult, day 2 was difficult, day 3 was difficult, and I told myself, Helen, the week will soon be over. So I started complimenting people every day. And then when I was doing it, and I told myself, like, before you used to be scared of doing this thing, like now that you've done it, they did not bite you. At first it will be difficult, but with time you adapt to it and it will be part of you. So one thing that you need to know is when you're walking in the midst of people, have it in the back of your mind that they don't actually care. Even if they are talking about you or saying bad things about you when you walk, just know that your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Always have that in the back of your mind. Always know that every day you have the chance to better yourself. So when you wake up early in the morning, for example, you say, yes, I want to improve myself. I want to be better than yesterday. Write down what you want to do. Okay, today I want to be able to express myself. Today I want to be able to say no. Today I want to be able to say yes, depending on the situation. So yeah, that would definitely. One thing you should know is that social anxiety is not something that can just go just immediately. It takes time, and every time there will be progress, and you'll be seeing every progress every time and every stage of your life. So keep on trying, keep on practicing, and it will definitely help you, and I promise you that. So these were the exercises I did when I was battling with social anxiety, and it really helped me. The tasks that I wrote per month, what you're supposed to do is to divide it by 4, and then you know how many times you'll be doing per week. So that is the end of this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell to receive notification when I post.